Welcome back. Time now for Aging in Style. Today we are talking about 3 ways to transition into retirement. Joining me in the studio now is Strategies for Wealth Management President and CEO Michael Lehrhaupt and his lovely wife, Vice President and Operations Manager Laura Lehrhaupt. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And I do want to point out right now, if you're watching, you see that QR code right above the Great Day Connecticut icon? That is the retirement quiz that you can take. It's a great tool to assess your retirement plan. You get the results right away emailed to you?
Yeah, emailed to your inbox. It identifies your #1 mistake you're making in your retirement plan.
Okay.
So self-assessment is vital. Making sure that if you're making a mistake, you have time to fix it. There's always time to fix things.
Right. We always have time, but it's so important that you identify it sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
The better you can be prepared, the better successful you can have in your financial plans of
For
retirement.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump right into this. Transitioning to retirement. Let's talk about cold turkey.
Yeah. So look, people have a plan when they retire, but I always say it doesn't always go. Surprises happen in life, right? So there's 3 types of transition into retirement. One's called the cold turkey. We have a friend, we're going to his retirement party in about a week and a half.
Yeah.
30 years with one company.
Yep.
He has a date to count down on his
He's
iPad.
got like an app that counts down the seconds.
I'm sure.
But then he wakes up one day, he's retired. Now he has no income coming in from the job anymore.
Right.
So we had to make sure he had income for the rest of his life so he doesn't have to go back to work 10, 15 years later because he runs out of money.
But I think what's interesting about that type of transition is he knew it. He made that, and one day he just stopped going to work.
Wow.
Done on his terms. And that's like what I think everybody hopes for.
Right.
It can be on your
Right.
terms. But I think these other examples are a good other way that people retire.
But because I would say the next one is what we call transitional retirement. Maybe someone wants to keep working, but they don't want to work 60 hours a week, right? Maybe they have a position or a career, or maybe they work 3 days a week. So they're kind of transitioning slowly into retirement. They're slowing down a little bit. If you can do it, it's a wonderful thing, but not everybody can do it.
Yeah, it's like a slow phasing out. I've had like several clients, especially teachers. They like to do that. Like they were a full-time teacher. They don't want to leave the kids. They love the kids. They love their it's like family at the school. So they slowly cut back on hours. Maybe they become more of a visiting teacher.
Yeah.
It's a good way to kind of like get your feet wet into that whole I'm going to retire but not really yet kind of thing. Yeah.
Right, because sometimes if people don't have a hobby or something to go to, the transition will work for some people, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it can.
And that's why it's so important to plan. That's why we do this quiz that we talk about, because you need to plan this, right? Because the next one we're going to talk about, definitely take that quiz, right? Because here's the thing, the next one we're going to talk about is the biggest one we see. It's called the surprise retirement.
And not a good surprise.
Oh,
not
this
good.
is not good. Okay.
Yeah.
Not a
you
good
show
surprise.
up ready to go, on Monday morning work, and they tell you, guess what, you're retiring. Oh. And we just had this happen to a lovely client.
We have a client. He was 65. He wanted to work till 70. Love what he did. Worked for a big association, right? Won't mention that who it was, but anyways, he comes in one day and goes, we're going in a different direction. His heart dropped out because he planned to work to 70, and now he's 65. Now, the good news is we did planning for him that was flexible. So they came in, we showed him, okay, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
That was relief for them. But that happens all the time.
Yeah.
There was a study that the average age of people wanting to retire is 65, but the actual age of retirement is 62. A lot of people, for health reasons or companies going in a different direction, all of a sudden surprised, and you got to plan for that.
Yeah, I like what you said about the flexibility. You need a plan that's flexible and able to adjust, because sometimes we can't control what goes on around us.
Right.
I'm sure you would agree.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, health, right? We're living longer, which is great.
Yes.
But we need to have that plan, which is why it's so important that you scan that QR code if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Because you can take that assessment and know what you're getting into. And it's all about information, right?
Yeah.
You're arming yourselves with the information you need to plan ahead.
Yeah.
It's just so helpful.
It is, and it's not scary, and it's not intimidating, and we meet everybody where they are. We've got very savvy investors and people who have really into their retirement plan, and then we work with people who do not even know where to start. The quiz is a great place to start.
That's a good conversation starter, right? To get involved.
Absolutely.
And where can we find you for more information?
So you can always call our office. I think the number's on the screen, 203-372-4442. There you go. Our website's up there as well. Great information. And the QR code is a great way to get the quiz and reach out to us as well.
All right, strategies for WM.com. You have the number on your screen and that QR code. Thank you so much, Michael and Laura, for all of this information. We appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
You're looking out for our best interests as we retire. We want happy surprises in retirement.
Definitely.
Right? Roger, over to you.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Coming up next, we are talking with our fabulous fashion friend, Debbie Wright. She's here with some affordable yet chic looks, and you will not believe where she found them. Plus, we are firing up the grill for a great summertime staple. Chef Allie is going to teach us the best ways to cook all kinds of veggies on the grill. Great Day Connecticut is back in a flash right after this break.
I'm Amanda Kostick. I'm a high school volleyball coach, and I'm an Old Saybrook police officer.
I'm Sean Hallett, a member of the U.S. Army Reserves and an Enfield police officer.
I'm Lena Vivo, and I'm a member of the Army Reserves and a Connecticut State Trooper.
They're local people. They're your friends and neighbors. Learn more about becoming a police officer. Scan the QR code and get started today. Sponsored by the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association and 3 Cares.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.